Hi guys. Half of the School of AI Gwalior. I'm the Dean of School of AI and I welcome you on behalf of me and the other two Deans of School of AI, Mr. Atul Anand and Mr. Athav Sharma. So let's get started with our today's agenda. This is the first webinar of School of AI Gwalior, and in this webinar we are going to be learning about the Qwiklabs for the Google Cloud Platform. But before starting with the Qwiklabs, we have to know what is Google Cloud Platform. Okay, so Google Cloud Platform is a public cloud computing services offered by Google. From computing and storage to data analytics and machine learning networking, GCP provides a variety of services and APIs that can be integrated with any cloud computing application or project. GCP can be easily accessed by your PC if you've got a decent internet connection and a standard web browser like Google Chrome, which is recommended. At last, it is a paid service, so you have to pay for it to the Google to enable the services you require for your project or your web application or any kind of application. So now the question arises, what are Qwiklabs? A Qwiklab is an online learning environment which provides a set of instructions to walk you through a live, real world, and scenario based use case without needing an account on GCP. To enable services on Google Cloud Platform, you have to pay for it. And to enable services with your project, you have to pay for the service you require. But with Qwiklabs, you will be getting all the services for free just for this webinar, uh, which is a complimentary gift from the School of AI Gwalior. Okay. So, few points to remember before getting started with the Qwiklabs. First, always open the Qwiklabs in the incognito mode of your browser. It doesn't matter whatever browser you're using, Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or any other web browsers. You need to open it in a private mode so that the cached data won't affect the labs. Second, the labs are only free for 1 month, so try to complete all the labs within a month. And you will earn badges which can be shared on your LinkedIn profile, on your resume. So after completing a couple of labs, you will get badges which are shareable on your social media. So try to complete it within a month, because after a month, the labs won't be accessible. You have to pay for them. And remember, last point, this is very important. Never open the labs with your own Gmail account, because if you got subscription for Google Cloud Platform, the money will deduct it from your own account. So let's dig a little bit deeper. In the lab, you will have the access to the actual environment you want to learn about, not a simulation or a demo environment. You can access the lab environment from anywhere on Earth if you have a standard browser and an internet connection. All the work done by a Qwiklab will be destroyed after you stop using the lab or after the time's up for the particular lab. So try to no, don't try to save your work because it won't be saved after the lab is stopped. Okay. So here are the Qwiklab link and the code you have to be using to get the 1 month free unlimited subscription. Or if you wish to buy it, you can buy the advantage subscription for $55. That's up to you. So let's uh, open this link. And here you will have to insert your code, that is 3E-next19-612, and click on submit. Now, here is your home page for the labs, and you have to open your Gmail account to save your current lab status. So click on join. You have two options, either join with your email address or join with Google account. So I'm joining with my Google account. You have to, my God, this is not my account. Remember, you have to open the labs in the incognito mode. Otherwise, you won't be able to get the free subscription. So I'm using another account. So I'm joining again. So as you can see here, I've got the monthly subscription after entering the this code, and my subscription is valid oh my God, on 28th of May. That is 1 month from now. So I'm going to get to the home page. So this is the home page. Here are all the labs you can use to work on Google Cloud Platform. Go to the catalog section and you will find different quests on the basis of different fields. Yeah. So how do you take a lab? First, get started by either creating an account, signing in. We have just did it. I used the School of AI's official account of Gwalior chapter, and find the lab you want to start using the catalog section and then the lab tab. Here's the catalog section and here are the lab tabs. So I think BigQuery for data analysis would be great. Here are all the labs for this lab tab. This is the name of the lab tab. And here are all the labs. After completing all these labs, you will get this badge, this over here, which is shareable on your LinkedIn or on your resume. So I'm enrolling in this quests. Now I'm enrolled and I have entered the first lab of this lab tab or lab quest. The lab tab lets you scroll through all the available labs, read more about the labs by clicking on the lab of your choice. Whatever lab you want to do, you will get that lab of your choice. See this? Here you can see that there's 1 credit. If you haven't subscribed for free free subscription. You will have to pay $1 to get this one credit. And apart from that, if you want to take any other lab, you would have to pay for it. Like this lab costs 5 credits, which is $5. So a free subscription would be great. So we have made it to the lab. Now let's continue it. The lab will end after the timer finishes the countdown. Here you can see there's a timer which is showing 1 hour and 15 minutes to complete this lab. You'll have 1 hour 15 minutes to do all the stuff in this lab. And in some labs, you will see a scoreboard which tracks how good you're doing in the lab. So this is the start button. After clicking the start, your timer will run and you will have only 1 hour and 15 minutes to get the work done. And after this time's up, or you press the end lab button, all your work will be destroyed. I already told you about the cost of the lab indicated in the credits. Some labs are free and require no credits. Each dollar spent buys 1 credit, like $1 spends 1 credit. And sometimes some labs have more credits required. Okay. After completing a lab, you will get a dialog box in which you have to leave a review, good or bad, about the lab experience. You can leave the feedback. A little more information about the labs. You notice something else in a Qwiklab. There is a quest. I've told you about the quest. Collection of same type of labs is a quest. Like here, big data for data analysis is a quest. After completing this 9 hours and 40-minute labs, you will be getting this badge, which is shareable, as I've already told you. And this lab costs $37. So free subscription would be great. Okay. Qwiklabs are divided into introductory and advanced learning paths that consist all collections of labs organized by technologies, specific cloud services, and practical use cases. There are many categories of quests. Want to see more? Go to the catalog, and you will find quite more categories. Like GCP Essential is a category of quests. Kubernetes in cloud. Build an app for Google Assistant. And there are a lot of more labs. So your lab quest patches will be permanent to you, but the work you will do in a lab will be destroyed after the time's up. Remember, you have to remember these points because these are very essential points. The badges are shareable. These badges are given you to encourage your experience, to encourage your achievements to a high level. So now let's do a lab before wrapping up all the stuff. Come on. So let's do BigQuery for data analysis. You have to do it along with me if you want. Of course, it's a quite long lab, and this webinar is about for 30 minutes. So I'm not going to do this full. So click on the start button. Click on use subscription. Sorry for my slow internet connection. Well, the lab is started now. Click on the Open Google Console. This will open a new Google Console login page. So click on use another account, copy these credentials because these credentials will give you the free access to the Google Cloud platform. Here's the email or username, and here's the password. Remember, this is the project ID for the project you're going to be doing in GCP. Just click on accept, and after that, click on done. So your free account has been created on Google Cloud Platform. Now you can access all the services from Google Cloud Platform for free, just for 1 hour and 14 minutes. Yeah. Click on agree on the terms and services, agree and continue. Now this is the Google Cloud Platform's homepage. If you have any doubts, you can just comment it on the chat box. And you can also, never mind. Okay, so the lab will have all the instructions to do. This lab is about the BigQuery and some basic SQL. This is an introductory level lab, so all the setups and requirements we have already done. There is some written material about the basics of SQL, what is SQL, structured query language, all this stuff. You have to read it. It's up to you. Yeah. Now there are some tags for SQL. Select and from. Select is used to select a particular column from a table and from table name. Okay, so here we are given a table of data with 3 column names: user, price, and ship. So using SQL, we have to fetch the user column name. So we will just execute this query, select user from example table in the query box. You can see Google Cloud Platform has a variety of services and APIs. There are lots of API for everything: text to speech, vision API, Google Maps API, IoT Core, BigQuery, all the stuff. You just name it. Natural language API. Wow, that's pretty. So this is just some basic stuff about SQL, all the keywords used in SQL to execute, to fetch data. Here in the lab, you will see there are some in-between quizzes to test your understanding about the content. A keyword specifies the fields that you want to pull from your data set. Okay, select. What specifies what table or table you want to put from data. It's from. Okay, allows us to filter tables for specific columns. Where this is just to test your understanding. They are so easy to do it. Common sense. Now, exploring the BigQuery console, you can see the headings of the labs right there. And if you want to end your lab anytime, you can just click on end lab and give a feedback to the lab. And that's it. You will have lots of lab. So we are using the BigQuery platform or console. We search it. Where is that? Here you go. You can find it in navigation menu. Lots of services. So this is the query editor for the BigQuery to fetch a huge amount of data. BigQuery is used to manage a huge amount of data, like in a petabyte scale data that runs on Google Cloud Platform, which is used to save time. Because a normal computer, like mine, which has high-end specification, would not be able to fetch a large amount of data. But Google Cloud Platform gives us a huge, best computing power to uh, do high computational calculations just on your desktop. So we are in the Google BigQuery console. And now, executing before executing any query, we need to get the data. So always remember, this is the project name for the BigQuery. In this, you will find a data set, and the data sets will contain the tables. So we need to get the data first. So I'm just getting into clicking on add data. Now click on explore public data sets. I'm doing whatever the lab suggests me. Everything is written over there if you don't understand. And if you've got any questions, you can just comment it on the chat box. So I'm just this is the data set, and I have to find the uh, data set named London Bicycle Highways. Okay. Must be somewhere here only. Here is it. Here it is. London Bicycle High is a data set name. Now I'm adding the data table. Now clicking on view data set. It will take me to a new window. Remember, I told you not to open the Google Cloud Platform with your own account. So here you can see I've opened GCP from my account, which is asking me to give money, but I'm not interested at all. So I will use free services, and here is it. So if you are on this page, select the project of the GCP, and you will land on this page right here. So our data is successfully get into our project, and this is the data set. Now we have to get to the table named uh, London Bicycle Highways. The name of the table. Table name is Cycle Highway. Okay. So we are on the schema of our table or whatever. See, the data set is about 2.6 gigabytes. So that's a huge data. And see the number of rows, 24 million rows. That's quite a big number. So we need something big. And here we go. Google Cloud Platform has given us the power of BigQuery. That's great. So now we will uh, manage all the queries using BigQuery editor, and we will play with the data using the BigQuery. Our first task is to fetch the end station name from the table. So I'm gonna copy this query and paste it over here. And I'm gonna run this query. So if I do it on a normal PC with some high-end specification, this query will take a lot of time to run, to just to just process the data. Now over here, it just took 7.7 seconds to process 676 megabytes of data. That's quite fast. So that's why we use Google Cloud Platform to get great computing power, and here just for free. That's quite nice. Let's see the next query to fetch all the data, all the columns using select star from blah blah blah. We are also filtering the data using the where tag. So let's run it. Let's see how much time will it take to process the data. Wow. It just processed 2.6 gigabytes of data in just 30 seconds. This is pretty fast, dude, I must say. So you can see you can do a huge computing in very less time using Google's hardware, which is provided by Google Cloud Platform, which is provided to us for free using the Qwiklabs. But for if you want to use these services in your project, you have to pay for it. But there is an alternative for that. You can use gift from Google, again a gift, a $300 credit. If you just put your debit card or credit card details up there, and you will get $300 credits for 1 year to use the services of Google Cloud Platform, and that is in some senses free for free. So if you want more credits, you can make apps for Google Assistant, and you will get a monthly credit of $200 for like 1 year, and that service is quite great. Again, there are some quizzes to test your understanding. Just these quizzes doesn't mean anything. So using more functions of SQL. So it's just in this lab. In other labs, you will find something different about something more cool stuff. SQL is quite boring, I guess. I'm just copying and pasting the queries. So our main agenda was to get started with Qwiklabs, and I hope you all guys understand how to get started with it. Okay. So here, in just 1 second, it just processed 676 megabytes of data. Nice. There are some few more functions of SQL like count, order by, group by, as. Just do the quizzes, and believe me, these labs are more interesting than this one. I don't know what's the problem with this. Now working with Cloud SQL, now we're talking working with some real serious shit. Cloud SQL is a fully managed database service that makes it easy to set up, maintain, manage, and administrate your relational PostgreSQL and MySQL databases in the cloud. So some of you might be using Firebase as a cloud service as a database. Some of you might be using any other database like Oracle or MySQL. But here Google has provided a Cloud SQL, which is far more intelligent than other databases. Here, let's just do some work for the Cloud SQL. Running this query over there, the big query, and you can see it is written over there that to save the results, uh, we see save results in the form of CSV file or comma separated value. So I'm just downloading the file, the output. Again, I'm going to follow these instructions and do the same. I would really recommend if you would all do the labs along with me so that you will get some hands-on experience with it, and I would really appreciate it. That's all. Again, I'm downloading another result to my local storage. So I've got two comma separated values file, and I've saved them. Now I'm gonna upload it to the cloud storage. Let's see on the navigation menu. Where is storage? Storage, I found it. And now I'm going to the browser. Now here you can see an option of creating a bucket. A bucket is a storage container to store some files or values in it. So I'm creating a new bucket. It's like a folder or something on cloud. So I have to give a name to the bucket. Name should be unique. So I'm gonna give Qwiklabs. Who knows? Leave it as default, and you can see it is also a paid service, but here we are doing it for free. So just name it and create the bucket. Now I'm going to check my progress, and I will be getting 5 points for that. Nice. Now, the next work is to rename the file with this name. I've already have these files downloaded, so there's no tension for that. So I've renamed them, and I have to upload them to my BigQuery, no, my buckets. So I'm uploading the files as given in the quick lab about the introduction to BigQuery on Cloud SQL. Now they are both successfully uploaded to my Cloud bucket. Now I'm checking my progress and will get 5 more points. That's kind of cool. You will get points to complete something. Anything for nothing. Nice. Now I'm going to the SQL from the navigation menu. Okay, let me find where it's at. Here it is, the SQL section. Now I'm creating an instance, my SQL. It depends on your project, what type of database you want, a PostgreSQL or MySQL, that's up to you. But you have to pay for it according to your needs. So let me name it this one. No password. And leave it as default. Just I'm just doing whatever the lab suggests me to do, and I'm going to check my progress again, and we'll get 5 more points. I'm about to complete the lab and still have 54 minutes. That's kind of cool, I guess. Now, any additional benefits of getting scores in lab? That's a very nice question. Well, as far as I've read, you will get uh, advanced badge, I guess. This is what they call it. Advanced badge. If you go good. So the next part. Or I don't think they'll be giving anything for the score. It is just for fun, I guess. So next part is new queries in Cloud SQL. Okay. Creating a new query in our uh, tables we have created just now in the SQL part. So next is I have to open the Cloud Shell. It is a Linux terminal. You can run all the Linux commands over there to do your work according to your project. So it will take time to open. Now it is open. I'm gonna just copy the command, and you have to change the name of the instance if you have named it something else. I've named the same, so I'm just gonna run the command, and I'll go in there. That's in my name was Qwiklabs. The name of that thing, I guess. No, well, it is still creating, so I guess until and unless the circle is rotating, I won't be able to access the cloud instance. That's why I'm getting this error. So we have to wait for it to get this thing the for it. Come on. I don't know why it is taking too much time today only. So I'm gonna have to delete it. Uh, I'm creating a new instance called Windows. Okay, now my previous instance is already built, so I'm gonna delete this one. So, okay, now I'm gonna again run this command, and it will take like 5 minutes or something. It will take a minute to connect to your instance. Okay, the lab will take 5 minutes to connect to my IP. Wow, that's really. So here it is asking for the password, but we are so generous that we have not uh, built any password. So I'm just gonna click enter over here, and now we are entered to the MySQL command line. Now I'm gonna create a database called bike. Okay, the query is successfully executed. Now here's the output, and it is same as this. So I'm going to check my progress, and my task is about to complete, and here we go. We got like, come on. Yeah, I think that's why it is not. So afterwards, do you can do this query using bike. Use bike, create a table. Bike is our data set, database schema, and in which we are going to create a table. Now here are the here's a database we have used. Now we are creating a table named London One with some features or column names. Start station, which is a character type, and a num, which is an integer type. We are executing this. The query successfully executed. Now there's also another table named London Two, so we have to make it also, and now we're going to execute the query and of selecting all the stuff from the database table. Okay, we have got empty set because we haven't filled the table yet. Now the Qwiklab will tell us how to fill the table. We have downloaded the CSV file to this table named London 1 and London 2. Okay, now here you've created a database tables. Return to the Cloud SQL console. Now navigating to the navigation menu. Now I'm going to get to the Cloud SQL, and let me see where is that. Now this is the one. So I've completed all the scores. I got 20 out of 20. That's pretty nice. Now return to the cloud console. Okay. So here it is, the Cloud SQL console. I'm going to click it on our demo, Qwiklab demo instance page. Now I'm going to upload. Now I'm going to upload the CSV files we have made. And first of all, I have to upload the start station name, and it is in the database table. In the database bike, table name would be this one, I guess. I'm importing the first table, first CSV file. I've got an error. I don't know why. I guess I don't know why. Table name is London 1. Nothing, everything is. We are about to end this lab, and it is taking too much time to upload the CSV file from our bucket to this instant. Let's just wait for it. If you've got any doubts or anything you're stuck with, just comment, leave the comment in the chat box. Now, a second file will be uploaded over here only. There is end station data, selecting the bike data set, London 2 table, importing the stuff. You drink some water. So both the are uploaded successfully. Now it's time to fetch the data using MySQL from command line. So I'm getting an error. I haven't selected the database. That's my mistake. Use bike. Now the database has changed. Now I'm going to execute this query. This has showed me all the stuff which is in table name London 1, which is from the CSV table start station something. Yeah. So this is all the data from that. Now executing another query for London data 2. This is the data from the second CSV file. Now we have successfully added the data from a bucket to the instance of a cloud SQL. Now let's delete something which has zero. um, whatever it is, we have successfully executed the query. Now let's use the insert keyword, copying and pasting stuff. That's our old habit. The query successfully executed. See the number of rows over here. These are 883 rows. After executing this query, 2 rows are deleted, I guess. Let's see. Yes. There's some more functions of SQL, and congratulations, you have successfully completed the lab, your first lab. You will get these badges after completing the whole quest. This lab is shared with 5 quests, so you will earn 5 badges which are shareable on your social network. These are all the quests, which includes this lab, particularly this lab. Here you can see the next steps. Whatever you want to do, just do these labs. To do something with your career, you can start to get trained for the Google Cloud Training and Certificate from the Google, which costs $125 for the exam, and the resources to learn the stuff is right here on your screen. The Qwiklabs, all the syllabus of this exam is all the Qwiklabs, and that's it for this webinar, I guess. So wrapping up all the stuff, we have learned what is GCP, the Google Cloud Platform. We have learned about what are the Qwiklabs. We have learned how to access the lab, how to work in a lab, learn more about the quests and the badges, and some other information about the labs, like opening a lab into incognito tab. Don't use your account for that. Blah blah blah. That's the summary of this webinar. And now, thank you for stay tuned for joining this webinar. And I would really appreciate if you just go to this link and give us the feedback for our work. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna see you in the next webinar or next live meetup. So this is it. Bye bye.